So my Dell laptop has had some problems lately, and my IT department has asked me to run a backup desktop operating system and to start it from USB. They gave me a set of instructions. Let's walk you through the process. In my case, they asked me to download an ISO image from a particular website. Then they asked me to use a tool like Rufus to copy it to my USB stick. So I went ahead and started up Rufus. Rufus is pretty smart because it can identify that, well, I went ahead and plugged in my 32 gigabyte USB stick. You hit the select button, select your ISO image, in my case, ProdNet Dual, and I already downloaded it and found it. There's ProdNet Dual. Every other setting should kind of remain default, including FAT32. I go ahead and click Start. Now it's important to note that everything on this USB stick is going to be deleted. It's going to be reformatted from scratch. So if you have a stick already that you want to use that already has data on it, make sure you back up that data first. But in my case, it's already been cleaned off, so I'm just going to go ahead and use that. The process is pretty quick here, and it's already done. So now I'm going to want to start my PC using this USB stick. Now, normally your PC is going to want to start using a local hard disk. In my case, my local disk is kind of fried. So I want to boot instead using the USB stick. I'm going to hit the start. I'm going to go ahead and plug in my USB stick and hit the start button. Start. Let's go over to the screen, see what it looks like. Now I'm going to start hitting the F12 button. This was the button recommended to be used for my Dell. Now, if this were an HP device, I might use F9. F12, Lenovo's, Surfaces, and AMIs have different buttons. But in my case, the Dell should get me there. And this is what it looks like. This is the start boot screen. It's a little busy. There's a lot of information here that I can run, diagnostic screens. What I'm most interested in is the one-time boot settings. On here, there is my 32 gigabyte USB stick, and I can go ahead and select that to run. And that's what I'm looking for. I go ahead and hit enter, and it will start up. I see the cloud logo, which is a good sign. It's already starting up. It's trying to connect to the network. And now I'm at my cloud ready deployment and recovery system screen. From here, go ahead and run the backup desktop. I go ahead and select enter, and it kicks off. Now it does take a couple of minutes to run here. I'm going to fast forward and go to the desktop as it looked when it was finished. But this is a Linux Ubuntu desktop, and it should resemble pretty closely your Windows desktop, but it's not quite the same. I do have a couple of free apps like a spreadsheet, a word processor, document viewers, presentation apps if you have an emergency presentation and you have access to your PowerPoint slides. This might be a good place to run that. But most importantly, you're probably interested in a Firefox browser. Firefox allows us to get to the web, standard websites, Amazon, everything else. I could go to Gmail to load up my documents, or even log in Salesforce, log into our line of business apps, and try to get work done. This will allow me to do things while my IT department is trying to figure out how to continue on with fixing my machine. So note, this is a live live Ubuntu, a Linux desktop with full support. We should have audio, video as well, so we can play videos. Web browser, Office suites, all ready to go. One note, don't save to the desktop. This is all running in memory. So the minute you reboot your machine, you'll lose that. Make sure you save any files or documents, important things, to your USB stick or to the cloud. And your IT department should let you know what the next steps are.